Hello, I hope you guys can hear me. Sorry about the wait, just had to set up some things in the background, so there we go. Welcome to the art stream, another one, because that's kind of what I do these days. Yeah, I don't have much to say about today. It's mostly just going to be me animating. Well, mostly going to be me doing, like, kind of animating, pose creation and working on the latest animation. So yeah, so just kind of, if you want, sit back, enjoy the show, and yeah. I won't talk likely a lot much unless, people start talking, and of course I'm going to respond. But besides that, just a relaxing art stream. Hold on, I want to see if I can get... Okay. It's fine. I don't think anything... I'm just sorry, just working on BTS stuff. In this specific case, I'm working on stream stuff. So, by the way, this is for, basically, for anyone who's a FNAF fan, or a fan of the channel, whichever one knows, about, likely, the icon, if you watched the FNAF movie, or any of the FNAF lore, everyone may be familiar with the Springlock scene. I designed a scene to kind of do that, like, not do the Springlock itself, but you'll see in the upcoming animation. I'm not going to ruin it. Don't want to say anything about it too yet. It's too early. So, let me just quickly pull up the stream so that I can... There we go. And we'll just see if anybody joins. Simple as that. It's early-ish, I know, so there's likely not going to be very many people. So I guess I should do a little bit of a show and tell, I guess. Let me just quickly redo some lighting real quick. So there's a lot of bad lighting. Not because I created it. Hang on. These are not the Wizards. So basically, these animatronic models are... So from the original, it's like thing and all, basically, from anyone who knows, Afton goes on a tirade or whatever it's called, and destroys the it's called, like, the animatronics and such, and so like, he breaks them apart. That's when he gets spring locked. These are those animatronics, and I wanted to make them look like they were destroyed, because if they're in the animation, they're not going to do much, because primarily, Freddy's going to be the saddest one probably out of all of them, primarily because, well, you'll see. You will see, my friends. You will see. I did tune up the audio for this one, so it hopefully is better. I was going to use the song Rabbit Hole for the stream, because it's what I've been listening to, but sadly it's copyrighted, and I don't know if you can play copyrighted music in a stream, so I won't. And I don't want that. Sorry, I was just reading up some. I was doing research for the stream because I was like, I might play it, but I know, as much as I love Suburban's music, he's got some phenomenal music. I want to make a song. I want to make I plan to make an animation. There's a really old one that I did to an old song. I forget the name of it at the moment, but yeah. I'll render it with the audio at some point, so y'all can hear it and stuff. I think you guys are gonna love this. Is all that's left to Golden Freddy in this thing, which if you think about it, it would make sense since Afton hates Golden Freddy the most. This is kind of like their new and advanced Phantom forms, I guess. Like if I want to, I could make these all into Phantom animatronics. Oh, by the way, Chica's eyes don't glow. That's a problem. Unlike the other animatronics, I'm gonna make hers only white. You know, I don't think it's needed for his... I think he will keep his mask on, but he won't keep his wires. This is what I call remodeling, by the way. Whenever I say, oh yeah, I remodeled it, I did a bunch of work in the background to make it look not like the original artist's work. These are all free models, of course. That's how I get all my models. They're free on Sketchfab. Go look for them. I believe I got all these separate, but I might actually I'm also might have simply just got these all in the same file. I don't remember at the moment. But yeah, so I don't steal models. I just take what is like publicly available to me. And bingo bongo. It's that easy for me. Oh, fun fact, these metal things, for some reason, hang on, this needs to be endo. This doesn't change much at all, so I'm just gonna... Some reason, this has emissions. Trying to see if there's any parts of him that glow still. Very much. They clearly still very glow. There we go. Because I'm a good person and I want to make it look good, I'm going to add a nice eye texture. I think we'll do the exact same to here. Except we're gonna make this one's glow. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what I did. Image texture. There we go. It's Fredbear's eye. Sadly. So we're gonna... I know this is a really old model in comparison to it. Beautiful. Not exactly how I planned it or imagined it. Alright, Golden Freddy's eye is all the way back in there. It's like, where is his eye? It's at the back of his head. By the way, the reason why his Bonnie's jaw may look a little, well, his face entirely looks a little funky is I designed it like his jaw was, like, look at that, like it looked like it was chopped. So that was the reason why I did it that way. Whoa. Give me a second, guys. So yeah, so this is kind of, we'll do some animation now. Let's see. Let's start with Foxy. We're gonna make each one a 500 frame animation. Just might be a little much, but doesn't mean it's a bad thing. First 20 frames is gonna be him kind of. Actually going to do a little thing called frame filler. Frame filler is basically where you make the first, like, in-betweens of the frames slightly different. Okay, I don't like this, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna separate this from the main head and make it just straight up parented to the head. So Foxy's lack of a lower jaw. Right, that's... I hate when they do this. That's a Sketchfab thing, by the way. If you notice any of my models have those little extra bots, that's always a Sketchfab model. It's easy to use, and I can add a bunch of crap to make it look far more good. Well, that's not a term. Way better. Sorry. Phenomenal is the term. Alright, back to this. That's the only downside. Is this. It doing that. Also curved the lower jaw, I believe. Because I wanted to make it look like it's damaged, you know? This is what I often have to do. It's basically extending the animation a little bit. Actually, I need to add a follow. Is it not a dampen track? Oh, yes, it is. It is a dampen track. I did it wrong. This is on me. Sure, I'm so used to doing it the other. It's this way. We got. Whoa. You see, normally it doesn't happen like this. So I think I screwed up. Huh. There's also the chance that this being that's so weird. That's not supposed to happen, by the way. A dampen track is supposed to basically function like a... Well, it's follows. No. We're literally going to call this leg because this should be the only one to have this functionality. Leg. Maybe that was why. Is it not possible to... No, I don't want to use wiggle physics because wiggle physics is really broken. And dampening and baking it means you'll never be able to unbake it, which is what I hate having to do. Well, okay, so we save this all broken. Well, hang on. Save this version as this version. Then we save this version as with wiggle. And then we can add wiggle physics. It'll do the same. It'll do exactly what I need it to do. Look, see? Way better. Okay, we're gonna add like... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. The reason why I do it this way... Hold on, we want to add very little stiffness. It's a wire, basically, so... Very little dampening. We're only going to put it to like 0.1. Maybe even 0. We put it to 0. Don't really want there to be any kind of, Don't know if this will still affect everything. I guess we gotta do the thing. Only way it will work, I guess. That's fine, I don't really care. It's just annoying. I don't know if shifting, if I add the zero gravity, if it will just float around basically. Okay, we gotta add one dampening. Ever realize that you were fucking with the wrong thing? I just realized I was fucking with the wrong thing. I'm an idiot, damn it. Yeah, the first 20 frames, we want to basically should get a nice right about there. I totally get why someone might want to do it this way. Dude, that turned out pretty sick. No, that's the wrong one. That's better. We should get something that looks like. I think that looks okay enough. Let's see what we got for an animation. I think we can get some more leg action in there. Well, I did give his inner snout a thing, because, well, you know. Actually, speaking of inner snout, give me a second, guys. I have an idea. Sorry about that, guys. That's just my system being a bitch. Because I'm using a Nightmare Foxy inner nose for that, I might... Oh, but that doesn't count. That's just the inner jaw piece. Well, I mean... It's the same thing, basically. We'll see if this works. We're basically gonna reverse this to make the inner jaw for Foxy. I might say I don't need a shade smooth, I just need to reset the origin. Oh. Oh, that's way better. That was pretty cool too. Though, I think it's a little too organized and a little too pristine. I don't even need this. Well, I do need it. So I'm going to technically just... We're just going to go ahead and do this. Because since these guys are like this, we gotta make sure that these are like this. And then boom. Oh, that's bent as hell. Oh, that's bent. Oh, that's so much. That's so damn. That's so scuffed. Bro, that's scuffed. Love it. I love how scuffed that is. I don't think it will... Oh, it does mirror. Kind of. It does. No, it does. That's a little bit more realistic now, which is nice. No, it's way better. Except for the fact that this one's not even attached to the base frame. Now it is. It's not... It needs to be rusted, doesn't it? It needs to be rusted. Endo... That's I. Endo... Endo 2... No, I did that wrong. I think it looks fine. I don't know. I don't really have you guys to tell me much because there's nobody here at the moment, sadly. But... Okay... Does it fit the head? It does fit the head. Fucking perfect, boy, eh? Sounds so fucking Canadian. You know, I think it looks schnazzy and all, but it's not. I clicked the wrong character to put that on. The reason why I want it like this, and I'm actually going to add a few more rungs to it, is because it's the snout. It's the booper snoot. So when we do raise the mask like this, I'll show you. When I do this, I want to make it look like it's properly attached. You know? So we need to add a little more to the snooter doot to get it to look like the pooter hoot. Sorry, that's one of those old, like, cowboy meme things. Does this not mirror? Is this not mirrored? Maybe it's wide. No, it's an X mirror, but it's not mirroring for some reason. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool. Now, in theory, I guess it has to be almost exactly down to the Whoa. Okay, so it doesn't need to be... That's so weird. But... Oh, okay. Hold on. If this is how much of an offset it needs to be freaking correct, I'm gonna be really mad. Oh my gosh. Bro, this is like... Why aren't you mirroring? You're supposed to be mirroring. This is so stupid. Okay, whatever. I think it looks connected. It's definitely connected. That's good. Hang on, give me a second, guys. Hang on, guys. I'll be back in a second. Right, I return. Had to close the front door because siblings. I feel like the teeth need their own texture now. But that would ruin the in-game later, or the in-animation later. Because the animation one won't have, like, well, it doesn't really need it, but it would be nice. It should be called that. Streaming updates. Same difference. By the way, if you guys are watching, join the Discord. More members better. Alright, so Foxy's kind of done. Even though I would want to add a lot more. Whoa. I meant, not like that, but... Hold on, since... This should look way more... By the way, holy hell, that looks great. You know, it looks weird. How does it look with the new jaw? Okay. You guys can't tell me this doesn't look sick as hell with this new jaw. You know, if I ever repair this guy up and use this as a model, this is the new jaw style. This will be the new jaw style. Looks way better. There we go. Sorry, I'm fixing up on technically an old model. I made many Sinister animatronics in the past, and so yeah, I have their like original parts and stuff. Oh, sorry.
So I was trying to air out the front entrance.
Okay, I didn't know. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't need that open. There we go. We got Bonnie as well, because, you know, he's classic. I don't know how I'll animate Bonnie, but I think Foxy's good for now. I both feel bad and don't at the same time, but then again, he's supposed to look like he's... So for anyone who's new to the stream, basically, all these animatronics are just supposed to look like their forms after Afton cut them apart. Depending on how you see it, the original models, I have from Sketchfab. Here, I'll show you. So, I'll show you what their original looks like, because they look very different from their original forms. If I can just get their... Give me a second. The original blend file, it has a bajillion lights in it, which I guess makes sense if you're trying to render it in, like, whatever K you want. So basically, here is their prior counterparts. This is how different they are. I added all the damage and all the wear myself. The original models I just got from Sketchfab for free, because I don't steal models. They were free to download. That's how I get a majority of my bases, because I need something to use as a base. And then I modify everything. I, ironically enough, had to do this exact same thing for the mask, because I had deleted the mask originally, and then realized that I wanted to get I wanted the mask on there. So that was a bit of a thing. But yeah, so here's the Foxy. The Foxy is phenomenally more fixed. I'm hoping that that didn't add 2 of everything, because that happens. It's annoying. Also, that's all that's left of Golden Freddy. His animation is going to be pretty interesting, because it won't just be a pile of parts. It'll be like, because he's technically still alive, I guess? I don't know. These are the Phantom animatronics now. So, because the original Phantom animatronics didn't make any sense to me. That FNAF, there's different variations. Like, most of them are FNAF 2 animatronics. Like, Phantom Freddy, Phantom Foxy, Mangle, Puppet, Balloon Boy. And then there's Chica that's from FNAF 1. That doesn't make sense to me. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna add... Like, that's why I've seen quite a bit of people who make the Withered, like the Phantom animatronics, make them all in the same style, instead of one of them happens to be just for some reason a different age, because technically, if I'm not wrong on my lore, in all fairness, my lore is a few years old, so you can run that through your whatevers. But basically, FNAF 1 comes after FNAF 2, if I'm not wrong. There's a chance I'm wrong, though, so it's whatever, I don't really care. It's old, so I know that much. Anyways, on to Bonnie now. His is going to be fun to animate, so let's go back into the animation slider. Whoa, okay, way too fast. Just got to get over to Bonnie. I want to animate him in this first before... Oh. Does my mix follow? What? Hang on. Give me a sec. I was gonna play Rabbit Hole, by the way. For people who don't know, I recently fell in love with a song called Rabbit Hole. It's, you know, it's Suburban, which I really like. Suburban. He's cool. So, yeah. What other playlists do I have? So I'm just looking at. I can't because it's copyrighted. I want to play it on here, but it's copyrighted, and I can't. I don't want to play copyrighted music on my stream, just purely because I don't want any problems. I don't want problems with other creators, even though I know Suburban is. I'm pretty sure he's pretty chill, from what I know. Because he made one of it. I think Cradles. No, I'm not, but there's still the whole copyright thing, and I don't want, I don't know that I'm going to make money off this in any time soon, but it's more of, I don't want to get a copyright strike in case somebody is, it's whatever's whatever, because sometimes people go nuclear for no reason, but I think Cradles is not copyrighted. Hang on. So technically, Cradles is not copyrighted. Well, it is, but it isn't in the sense that. Okay, so from what? Hang on, give me a second. Sadly, it recently, maybe not recently, but it was copyrighted again by him. So, hold on, I have, because we're running low. Here's another playlist for. Hopefully, this is a little bit better music because the other one is getting repetitive. Anyways, let's animate Bonnie. This should be at 20, not that. There we go. By the way, for anyone wondering why his jaw is so slack-jawed, I guess, is because when I damaged it, I created such a huge, section of missing jaw that I was like, it's so damaged to the point where I think in reality it would not bend. So I added bending. Did the same with the nose, because if you can see there, all that's really holding it in place is the snout, which I think it would flop around. Oh, that's the endo. Because it's an endoskeleton jaw. For anyone wondering, the basically you need for an animatronic to function. Traditionally, you add two. Well, you don't need two. It's technically what it actually is in a real animatronic. They wouldn't need this, but what basically it is the costume jaw is directly connected to the endo jaw normally, from what I know. Like, because FNAF is very specific, but basically they have I believe, like a secondary hinge. So there's the main jaw hinge, which I'm planning. Seeing you mentioned having two jaws, I need to go grab. Well, I don't need to go anywhere. I can just grab it from the model's arm here. I want to make it more. I wouldn't say realistic, but kind of in a way. I want to add the like hinge part for the jaw. So his jaw looks, well, I don't think his jaw is actually off center, but anyways, it would have like this. So hopefully this works. I want to actually, where is the, I have to do this the dumb way. So I'm gonna boink the dink. There we go. There we go. Because if I want to have, isn't that the lower jaw though? Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I am questioning my sense. Okay. No, I'm just an idiot. Not too surprising for me, though. Okay. I want to just make sure that its pivotal jaw piece is pivoting off of, like, the piece. So I'm gonna just push this jaw back, make sure that it's centered. There we go. And supposedly now, okay, boy, that is, I wouldn't say it's, okay, well, first of all, I have to do the same thing I did with Foxy. Okay, there. In theory now, right, did I not make that like that? Oh, because it's still connected technically. Weird. That's weird. There we go. It should be rotating on the same axis now. It is. Well, it's mostly. Oh no, it really is. It is axis. It is rotating the right axis. I realized that if the jaw were to shut, the endo jaw would get engulfed, which isn't too accurate. So I have to fix that. That is really just a. That's really just on me at this point. Pull that down so it's a little bit more accurate. There we go. Should be easy enough now. Why am I doing it around the frame? There we go. There we go. Okay. Sorry. It's I don't know what to say, or I'm concentrating. I fill the space with ums, so sorry about that. Hold the phone. Where's the extra ear part? There's a higher earpiece up here that's supposed to be. Well, I guess he doesn't have it. I'm not going into a thing just to snag it. So, oh, hold on. So it's not even first 20 frames, and I have to extend it to 40 frames just so we get a little bit more. Gotta fix the filler frames. There we go. I don't know, I don't really do kind of joke anim. Well, I guess I do joke animations every now and then. I did make a version where Scrap Trap shot Springtrap. No, it wasn't Scrap Trap. It was still Stan Lee's Springtrap, but just with a. It was Scrap Trap with another arm. Well, with his arm. You'd be surprised at how difficult it is to make fluid movements like dance moves. Depending on the dance, at least. Ouch. That doesn't look. I'm actually gonna add wiggle physics to this. No, that's the wrong one. I want less dampening, 1% dampening, and then like 0.5, 0.05% stiffness. Looks better. It's better, in my opinion. It's just not the best. It could be. Oh, it's not even touching the ground at all. That's concerning. We need it to be like this. Realized something when I just did this for the jaw. This is fully. That is fully open. Or sorry, fully closed. Mostly. Because it's bent at the front. I keep forgetting that it's bent, so I have to treat it like it's bent. It still feels like it's. I don't know, not enough. Foxy doesn't make it any easier. So we're gonna put it back. We'll put it back at least 0.5%. There we go. Do that for all of these because that's just how that goes. go. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Grab. 0.5. Weird why it does that now. I can't believe I did like a not half shoddy version of a wiggle, like for the wiggle physics, which is a horrible. It's called wiggle bone. It's in the side there. You can see it. Not half shoddy job of wiggle applied like jaw. I'm not gonna add it because it's really broken. I think there are newer ones that work way better. Yeah, I didn't apply that. That's it's literally wow. That's simpler than I expected it to be. Meh. Okay, hold on. Where does this one? I'm gonna extend that to 60 and then you to 60 because then it will at least link up a little better. We can put that at. I don't like this part. As much as the jaw physics are cool, I'm gonna extend it a little bit. Put it from here and then extend it to like 70-ish. I think that'll be the best. Ah, it's a little better. Just by a wee bit. Still think Foxy is way better looking. Even though Bonnie has way more, well, they have about equal damage. Freddy's not horrible, but I could definitely add more to Freddy to make him look a little bit more decrepit. Well, damaged, not decrepit. And Chica, I didn't do much to Chica. Chica as it is, I don't know. I'll probably add more to Chica in the future, but, or technically remove from Chica. But that'll be whenever I decide to do that. As with Foxy's animation, I have to add a, like, oh, I haven't even finished the main 150 frames. That's fine, I guess. So we then kind of can add. Believe that's for the wires of the face. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't get why it struggles with edges. So weird. I don't really need the mask bit anymore, seeing that I don't have the mask. It's a wee bit better. Huh. It seems like it doesn't even correct its path. Feeling that it should correct its path. But it doesn't, which is weird. I kind of am tempted to fill the. Hold on. Okay, that is an illusion and a half. Oh, it's not an illusion. Well, it kind of is, because that's a lot deeper than it actually is. Oh no, maybe it's not. No, it's not deeper than it looks. He moves an awful lot. Okay, so literally. Yeah, I gotta do it at some point, guys. I should dig out my old Spring Bonnie suit that I made for a contest. Basically, guys, there was this like costume contest, or I think it was art. It was an art contest. I think I won. I don't remember, but I got up there because I made a full suit, head and everything. I might show, I don't think I've done any IR. Well, I've done IRL vids, but just nothing in my room. I'd have to clean up. My room is a mess. Well, it's not that bad, but it's not something I'm proud of. I don't want to show that. But yeah, I'm really tempted. If it's really in the back of our basement, I'm tempted because in my diorama thing of the room that my viewers, one of you guys, suggested I do, which is make my room, which I should do a room tour, but like digitally. I don't know how to scan in all my lovely things because I have a small ish collection. I've been collecting. I got a bunch of those. I don't know if anybody knows, but I have a bunch of those mini Funkos, the mini like Funko thingies. But yeah, I'll have to dig that out. I have a full Foxy cosplay, but it's not that good because I didn't make most of it myself. I made the head myself. Uh, what else do I add to Bonnie to make him look more Bonnie? I think Scott actually used a Bonnie base for the spring trap. Because it's uncanny how similar the damage I did to spring trap is. I almost said spring Bonnie. Technically, spring trap and spring Bonnie are the same person. It's just one of them has a napkin inside of it and the other one does not. I don't want there to be too much. Got those. Yeah, I gotta say, is the most stupid thing ever about the name of my channel. Like I originally the reason why I changed it to having two X's was purely because a lot of people it's actually kind of silly. It's kind of funny in my opinion. There was a whole debate about like my channel name, and a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people. Well, a few. One of them was a troll. I'm pretty sure because I've gotten a lot of trolls for some reason. I guess that's being a small content creator. You get a lot of trolls, which yeah, it's whatever. I bounce back. If you what's it called? What's the saying? You get knocked down, just get back up again. I think is the term. But anyways, it's like, yeah. So, what's call it? Sorry, my brain's stalling for a second. I'm doing two things at once, so my brain's kind of at max capacity of functionality. Hang on, I want to see how this looks in the rendered. Oh, it looks pretty. Okay, that looks sick. And it's not enough movement. I mean, he ain't got no motion. This should add a lot more. By the way, so I found. By the way, guys, I wanted to mention that this on stream that I found this really cool mod pack for Minecraft. I've been playing it a little bit. It's like cinematic levels of awesome. I'm tempted to play it on stream because it's a gun mod, and I'll give you a taste because I'm basically done here for the night. I'm normally finish animating around this time. Like I animate for 1 to 2 hours. Well, 1 to an hour and a half, an hour to an hour and a half. And so, but I don't want to end the stream yet. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like because it's pretty sick. One. Give me a second, guys. I just realized that my phone is what I'm using to scan chat. So, give me 2 seconds. I gotta take my headset off because I shall return. Won't be long. Around here somewhere. I just realized that photo is gonna have a cookie in it. Sorry guys, I'm just a friend of mine's a collector, so. Okay, so I want to show you guys. Hold on, is this? Oh, let me just quickly go back to this. Give me a second. Gotta get back to stream. Okay, so popping you back on there. Let me boot up the game because this one's really fun. I'm gonna try and not use commands too much. Okay. I need to turn off my light. But I believe it's always gonna be in windowed mode. Binkus. There we go. Sorry, that's like my catchphrase at this point. Should just write down a list of the Erroxxy catchphrases. Catchphrases? Catchphrases. Ugh. I have so much shit open on my computer. God. Not using Steam right now, so I'm gonna close Steam so I don't use up unnecessary resources. Alright. Just gotta wait for it to... It seems like it's really... Okay. Give me a sec, guys. I gotta... Oh, it is full screening itself. It's letting me full screen it. It doesn't do this normally. Normally it crashes like it will pull down this. I'm sorry about that, guys. That probably was loud. Speaking of loud, I can put the music off now. Because Minecraft. Let's hope it's capturing. I only got 30 rounds in backup. Okay, how do we make 40? How do you make this? How do you make that? How do you make... Oh, that's not impossible to make. So you need lapis, copper, and gunpowder. A little bit of gunpowder. Got pretty much not too bad amount of gunpowder. So we need to get more gunpowder. That's like not impossible to get, so. Yeah, this is like cinematic as hell, and I love this mod pack, so. I want to be very sparing. Okay. By the way, these guys freaking book it towards you, so that's why I'm... Oh, right, this mod has so much to it, holy hell. Oh, holy balls. Iron? I'll use a backpack. Did you drop it? Nah. Guess I'm not lucky enough to get his backpack. It would have been really nice to have another backpack for, like, storage. I want to find a village or a structure to call home. Because I did have a home, but it was very broken. How can I say? It was right next to a cave, and these oh boy, these assholes spawn like freaking bot flies or mosquitoes. There's a more common term. Bot flies are very abundant in where they come from. That's why I say that. From what I know, they don't have a freaking end. Okay, good. I need to kill spiders, but I don't know what kind of mobs do or don't show up often, so. Prismarine. Weird. Yeah, that's always the problem for this specific... Oh, the noises for that's not nice. Ew. Okay, I want to get the treasure, whatever's in here. Should be some goodies. There we go. Not bad. Mortar shell. That's lovely. RPG. Sure. These are always useful. I don't need those. That's curse of binding. Don't I have leather? I do. So these are marginally better than my current pair. I don't think there's any more in this type of a shipwreck, so I'm just gonna move on. I don't know why all of these biomes are frosted. Maybe that's just part of... Maybe it's a winter, or maybe this has seasons. Who knows? Never played... I played this a little bit prior, so... I'm really hooped at the moment. Give me a sec. I don't really feel like getting... Well, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I hate... These potion effects are gonna make me... Oh... Because this has focus, like a... what's it called? It's not FOV. It's technically FOV, but it's unrelated. It's cure. How do I get a cure? How do I find foxweed? That's not... It's like saying find, I don't know, some unknown plant, like, I don't know. Find grovel root and mix it with this and that. And I'm like, great, I love to know that that would be, whatever it is. I am tempted... Well, hang on. I'm being an idiot. I think I have my bed on me. I don't have my bed on me. Right, my bed is... For some reason, suddenly I can't... Well, if that isn't convenient... Nah. Nah. Nah, bro. No. I have a gun and I know how to use it. Bro, please, no. Ow! Damn it, I lost all my gear. I should be able to get back to it, though. Did I not get an obituary? I think I know where it is, so... Not terribly worried. That, or I'm really unlucky and it zombified me, therefore there is a zombie with a desert eagle. That is the very fast zombie. I think I went... Okay, I'm gonna just spectate back to it. Just because I know roughly where I went, which I think is over here. But I can't really afford to lose that gear. I don't have an obituary, which sucks. Don't really remember the direction I went, so chance I swam across into here and find. I think I know the way I'm going now. It's much better. From what I can tell, purely from landmarks, which there are not very many of, I think we reached the redwood edge, the edge of a redwood forest. To find a van, that's what I'm looking for, a van. Very white van. It's tough because all the kind of landmarks blur together, so it's not great. And being in a forest, it's hard to kind of track down the path you took. I never went past it, something like that. I know I went along. Maybe this looks familiar? Kinda looks familiar. Redwood Forest, that's good. That's very good for me. It's along an outskirts of something, and then there was a van. But I don't know where it was. So if I'm not wrong, which I might be, the van was situated on like a cliff, kind of. I don't think we were in this kind of biome. Definitely went the wrong way. We found another structure, which is nice, but that's unrelated. Should really have keep inventory on. Should have put that on, but too late for that, so. We went this way instead. I don't know. I don't really remember which direction I took. Great, I finally find a village after I died. And I refuse to go into non... Oh, hey, here's this. This is where we went to, and then crossed over here. Okay, so, on our way back. Yeah, here we go. I think we just kept going forward, if I'm not wrong. Don't think we went up a hill, but there's a chance we did. Maybe we did. I don't know if we went through a red forest. I think we went along a redwood forest. Ah, there we go. Found it. Yep. I need to get my stuff back, but I don't know if it will drop any of my stuff. Oh, it dropped everything. Snazzy. That is so helpful. Really, really annoying, though. We just get a pistol? We just got a pistol. Okay, we're gonna go with Erroxxy purple. Okay. So we got a pistol with 45 ACP. I'm not complaining. Also, it was really handy for us to punch that zombie off a ledge. That took me forever to get back to, though. Village. We can set our spawn up there. Very helpful. And that's Goldbeard. I think I've seen that before. I guess when you get infected, you can't run as much. Which I guess that makes sense. You were infected, so whatever. Or I was bleeding out. Also a very true option. Sweet, respawn point set. You know, it was a good thing that we didn't have our bed on, because I would have jumped off a cliff, died, respawned, and had to fight a zombie in basically like low-level tactical gear. Is there anything down there? I don't think so. I like this house better. Better. Is there anything up there? There is a house up there. Don't know if we can get up to it though. Hey, it's a villager. If I had emeralds, my friend, they'd be your. Or sorry, if I have had onions for you or emeralds, they'd be yours, my friend. Oh. Does this actually stop you from... Oh, that's sick as hell. You can ledge climb. Oh, that's really helpful, actually. Okay. No way. That is so useful. A climbing sim for Minecraft. Uses up so much stamina though. Holy shit. I don't have a tool for this, that's good enough, but I do want this iron really badly, so. Also, this game has a weight limit. It has like weight. You can get heavy if you have too much stuff on you. Also, realistic peripheral vision is horrifying. Yeah, okay, we'll put our goodies in here. I don't think we're gonna get a mortar anytime soon. Speaking of, this has a music function. Give me a second. There's nothing more satisfying than shooting a zombie in the head with a pistol while listening to tunes. Scared the shit out of me for a second there. The hissing. That's so useful. So useful. I'm running. My bed. Mine. Shut up. Leave me alone. Well, anyways. I think I'll do this for the next stream. Just doing this while talking. It's kind of my brand. It's on brand for me. Who wants a gun like that, though? I guess a gangster or whatever. I don't know. Freaking. I don't want to put stereotypes out there. One, it can be seen as racist, and two, that's a big proprietor for not doing that. I don't think you actually heal from eating. No, you don't. Not how this mod works. You have to heal from, like, healing equipment, which makes sense, I guess. I want to bring a bed with me. That was my fatal mistake last time. Ow. Broke the legs. Okay, so we got this one. I wonder. No, you can't. You have to have something to put it on. You need a ledge of some kind. Oh, that's a hummingbird. Normally I would go into caves to get materials, but that's risky as hell, and there's ice on top of it. Not being fooled by that. Basically, still water is ice, so... Dun, 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 dun. That shouldn't have scared me. I need a key, don't I? Is there a master key? I don't know what kind of key I need. It's unfortunate. Oh, hold on. It's beer. A pitchfork. That does like no damage. Minus that is a horrible pickaxe. Or shovel. Carrots. Clothis. Empty bag. Is that a box? Box of nails. Oh. Not bad weapons, but like... sorry. What does gas can go to? Is there cars? Well, that's car. The other car I think is KAR. KAR. Yeah, it's a car. Car 90. I was gonna say car 98. No, it's Kark. I don't know. Is it Kark? I think it's Kark. That looks like held like. Not I'm gonna say Helldiver. I was gonna say Helldiver. It's not Helldiver armor. Cool. I don't need gas though. Those could be interesting. I don't know. I feel like no place is a good. I don't know if these have any significant value. I need those though. I don't think you can break these. Hey, more beer. I didn't get hurt. Cool. I would like more jumping. And I can take more resistance if they got more resistance for me. Well, faster at beating the shit out of some zombies. I'll take the ability. That's weird looking. I don't think it's anything wrong though. Why can't I jump? Oh, I'm thirsty. Out of all the things that I left behind, I left the important things. Give me a second. I don't know if... Poison for how long? That's insane poison. Dude, that's That's wrong, dude. That's so wrong. I don't think ice water should have that effect on you, but whatever. Can you... Yeah, there we go. Can hunger go away? I guess this is like a modified Badlands. Leave me alone, effins. Efflance. Hey, I'm in Australia. It's kangaroos. I don't know if there's elephants in Australia, but who knows? There could be. Huh? Oh. I don't like the wind. No, thank you. Of course zombies can trick me because I'm bleeding everywhere. Let's hope that I don't get attacked by zombies in my sleep. Alright, I think that's enough for this game, because I'll come back to this like next stream or whatever. I want to show off a little something. So, a few streams ago, I streamed, what's it called? Stupid. I streamed this. I wanted to show off what I got recently. So anybody who's up to date... Oh, hang on, this might need an update. Yeah, it needs an update. It shouldn't take long, though. Let's hope it doesn't take long, because I want to show you guys what's recent. I've been working on getting another hybrid recently. So basically, there's a fusion between two things. I don't know if it's ready yet, because I need like 500 DNA for one section, which is a lot of DNA for a rare that doesn't come along from my area very often. Like, at all. It's very rare that it comes along, so... Let's just wait for this. I'm just gonna go back to the main screen and wait. I don't think I can. There we go. Go to the store, gotta wait. Just Just gotta wait, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. This is a good game too. I used to play this. Gaming Beaver used to play this game. I don't know if he still plays it. He might still play it. I don't know. The Gaming Beaver, he's cool. I like him. It had been forever since I looked at him. I recently refound his channel a while back. Well, not too while, not a while back, not too long ago actually. Oh, that's my channel name. Or that's my thing. I have a lot of achievements in that. In this thing. I think I have almost every single achievement. It's either there we go. It's taking sweet damn time. Tempted to throw my music back. I'm gonna throw my music back in. While I wait. Why is it not visualizing it properly? You guys aren't seeing it, which is not good. Should have fixed it. Okay, give me a second. Should now display the game, hopefully. I don't know why it's not displaying it. It's not doing the right thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. It's not capturing it. That's so weird. Why aren't you... That's weird that it's not fitting. It's also really weird that the app player is... Hold on, I'm gonna relaunch it. Give me a second. Maybe it will launch this time properly. There we go. That's weird that it did that. That's so stupid. Ugh, sorry about that, guys. I had technical issues. Alright. There we go. Let's see what the Alliance has gotten. They've given us 100. That's not bad. That gets us to 600. There is nothing around. There's like those two things way off in the distance. So, this fella creates this thing. Let's hope we get a good amount. Maybe we'll probably get only 10. Talk about me calling shots. Damn. Only 10? That's kind of pathetic. I'm being 100% honest. Hopefully, this can give me more. Yeah, shut up. Go away. I don't want to spend... $80. Gave me 80. That was not worth the money that I spent for that. I can come back to that next, like tomorrow, I guess. It'll be